Hey loves, welcome back to another video with Saklesmiles. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys 5 ways you guys can save money while being right here in the kitchen. Just right here, just being in your kitchen, like how you're in your kitchen every day. I'm going to show you guys how to save money being right here in your kitchen. Stay tuned. Alright, this is going to be a real quick video. I like to do my little quick videos for y'all. If y'all are on the run, on the go, in your car listening to me, whatever, on your way to work, waiting in the waiting room for a doctor's appointment or whatever. I like to do quick little videos sometimes for you guys just to save you guys time. And nobody got time to be watching videos for hours and hours just to learn how to save money doing one thing. Nobody got time for that. First tip I have for you guys is to use recycled water and eggshells to help keep your plants healthy and filled with nutrients. So these eggshells, after cooking breakfast in the morning, making eggs, use these eggshells and put them right in your plant. You can break them up and put them right in the dirt. Eggshells provide a lot of nutrients for plants. And then also recycled water, just make sure the water is clean. Not really clean, but it can be recycled or whatever, water out of a dirty dish or whatever. And use that water that's been sitting in the sink after, before you do dishes or whatever, and use the water, recycled water, to feed your plants. It's better than running fresh water for your drinking water for your plants. Use recycled water to feed your plants. This will save you a lot of money on your water bill. Boom. The next tip I have for you guys while I'm right here by the windowsill is to use plants, especially plants that are really full and lumptious plants, instead of buying curtains. Plants give off a nice reflection when the sun comes in through the window, especially in the kitchen. When the sun's coming in, use plants instead of curtains. Save your money on buying curtains. Curtains are too dark and dreary sometimes, especially for the kitchen. Why not put a nice big plant in your windowsill? It'll help you save money and it looks very nice as well. And instead of having your plants in the dark room or in the back room or whatever, the windowsill is the best place for plants because they're going to get a lot of sunlight and they're going to grow to be nice and strong and healthy. So put your plants in the windowsill. They have a double serve. They'll serve as a curtain and they'll be a plant. And they'll get a lot of sunlight, and they're right here by the sink, most likely. In a lot of kitchens and people's houses, most likely your kitchen sink is right in a window. You'll hardly see a kitchen sink that's staring at the wall while you're doing dishes. Nobody wants to stare at the wall while they're doing dishes. People like to look out the window. So usually the window is near the kitchen sink. So yeah, why not look at a beautiful plant while you're doing dishes? My next tip for you guys is to save on your oil. Save on your oil. These oil bottles are so freaking expensive. They're so expensive. Save on your oil. If you're using oil to fry, say, plantains or vegetables or something like that, that same oil can be used to fry meat or anything else. As long as you're not frying the meat first and then trying to fry a vegetable or something like that, that's not good. But if you're frying, use the oil to fry like plantain or things like that. If you're cooking a lot of things at the same time, use oil to fry that. If you use oil to fry plantain or vegetables or potatoes even, you can use that same oil to fry meat. But just make sure that you're frying the vegetables first. The oil can stay right on your stovetop. If you want, you can cover it. Just be very careful with, obviously, oil fires and stuff. So just make sure that every day when you leave the house, your stove is turned off, especially if there's sitting oil on your stove. So oil can be reused. You can clean it out, say like the next day you want to use it to fry some fish or whatever, and you want the oil to be a little clean, you can clean it out. Most likely with oils, once you let them sit, all the sentiments will drop. So all like the crumbs and the leftover fried things that are in your oil will drop. So it's easier for you to just scoop out with a spoon and clean it. So reuse your oil. These bottles are so expensive and nobody got time to be buying so much oil every other day, especially when you fry a lot of foods. Reuse your oil, clean it out and save it. Some people also save their oil in a bottle. You can do that too. If you don't want to keep your oil on the stove, you know, in the pan, just in case of fires and stuff, you can clean it out and pour that oil in a bottle. And if you don't clean it out, the sentiments will still fall to the bottom of that bottle as well. So when you're ready to pour the next time, you're not going to get sentiments in it. So it's your choice if you want to clean it out or not, make your life easier, but it doesn't matter because all the sentiments are going to fall to the bottom of the oil. And that leads me to my fourth tip. Okay, so the fourth tip that I have for you guys is when you are almost done cooking, I'm going to use eggs example again. Say I'm frying eggs on the frying pan. Say like it's about past the halfway mark where the eggs are almost done cooking. I'm turning off my stove right away. I'm not waiting until my food is all the way done cooked to turn off my stove. You know why? Because that's wasting electricity. So I'm frying eggs and the eggs are like on the halfway mark of to be in where I want them to be. I'm going to turn off my stove and then I'm going to continue frying. Why is this? Obviously because the furnace is still going to stay hot. This furnace is still going to be hot for another 10 to 15 minutes when you're done cooking. Always remember that. So even when you're boiling something, if you see it's on the halfway mark and it's almost done but not quite done, turn off your stovetop. Turn it off. Your furnace is still going to be hot unless this applies to electric stoves only, obviously. Because if you have a gas stove, then obviously when you turn the fire off, you probably have about like 2 to 3 minutes of just the leftover heat from the furnace, and then that's it. Once the fire goes off, that's it. The water stops boiling. So electric stoves, turn your electric stove top off when the food is about halfway, 75% done. All right. One more tip for you guys is when you are cooking something in the oven. This is especially for all my New Englanders, or if you're in a state where it gets really cold in the winter. If you are cooking something in the oven for dinner or lunch or whatever, breakfast even, when you are done, when the food is done, take the food out the oven and then prop your oven door. Keep your oven door halfway open or, just a quarter open if you can. Be very careful if you have kids or pets. But turn off the oven, take the food out, and keep the oven door open. Why? Because all this heat is generated in your oven. And if you turn off your oven and keep your oven door closed, all that heat just goes to waste. Why not open your oven door slightly? Make sure the oven is off. Watch out for kids and for pets. Open the oven door slightly. Just let it stay open and let all that heat come out into your house. It will help heat your house in the winter in these cold months, and it will save you on heat. So if you're in a place where your heat turns on after it drops below a certain temperature, this will help it not turn on as much. Let all that heat out of your oven. Do not let that heat store and go to waste. Your oven's going to take a while to cool off. Your oven gets so hot, like 400 degrees sometimes. So let all that heat out when you're done cooking. Let it out and let it heat up your house. Why not? And your oven is off, so it's safe. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are new to this channel, Lord, please help me. I am almost at 1,000 subscribers. I will appreciate if you see this video and you see that you're not subscribed to saklesmiles. I would appreciate it dearly if you hit that red subscribe button and help me out. You will not be disappointed on this channel. I provide you with everything that you need financially. Help me out. Hit that subscribe button. Share this video on your social medias. Share it wherever. There's always a new video coming out every 2 to 3 days. Help a sister out. I will see you guys all in my next one. Bye.